Okay.
Well, to me, we were just sitting here getting reacquainted a little bit because we did this sort of thing in New York for St. Elmo's Fire, which certainly was a very good film for you. And I think this one will be even better. I don't know how you feel about it, but this role is a really wonderful role.
Oh, thank you.
And you do it very well, so it should have some nice reaction from everybody. It's a story, of course, about relationships, and I think it certainly has a lot of honesty in it, the way it's portrayed and the way it's written. One of the lines to me that really kind of got my attention was, it's one of your lines, and where your character says, you know, I want us to be a couple. And I got to thinking, is that really, you think, more that women want that, you know, that couple feeling more than men? What do you think?
I think that she's more willing to ask for it. And I mean, because I think that they would like that as well. Maybe I think that they're just a little more frightened to take that risk to say they'd like it or to try it.
Was there any part of the movie that you felt really wasn't quite on target, where you would talk with the director or anybody, or did you just feel like this is just really so right on?
Well, for the most part, anything that I was really uncomfortable with, there was such an open dialogue with you know, among all of us, that we really worked that through. There's a few things, like there's a scene between Joan and myself where she asked me, where we talked about, she said, I bet you were one of those girls in high school who just dropped your friends at the drop of a hat. And for me, it was difficult to say, well, who didn't? Because that really wasn't me. I'm not that way, you know, and I really had to find and justify that for myself with Debbie.
I think every young couple, particularly who sees this movie, will go out of it and talk and talk and talk probably into the night about it. I'm wondering, as far as what it says about relationships, if you see any of that in your relationship with Emilio Estevez.
I don't know.
You can't tell, or you don't want to tell?
I don't like to tell.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's something that you don't talk about, because I assumed, if I knew it, that lots of other people know about it too.
What?
That you and Emilio have a relationship.
We do.
Yeah. But even though people know that you don't care to discuss it, that's it?
No, because I think private things should be left there, and for me, it really has nothing to do with the movie. So you know what I mean. I like to keep it private.
You're going to make a movie with him, though.
We did do a film together.
Oh, it's finished.
We finished it about 6 weeks ago.
That's Wisdom.
And it will be out in February. Yes.
And what kind of a character are you in that then?
In Wisdom, I am a real simple girl. She works 2 jobs. She's someone who's got a good outlook on life, and she just sort of knows that things are going to get better. She sort of keeps that attitude. He plays someone who's sort of been pigeonholed because of a felony charge of when he was a kid, and so it's his struggle to find something to do in life, and so he sort of becomes a modern day Bonnie, not Bonnie and Clyde, a modern day Robin Hood.
And of course, he's writer, producer, director again.
Well, he's writer, co-star, and director.
Yeah, yeah. So that was good, working that closely in a project.
He's
like
terrific. He's a very talented person.
Yeah.
It was a joy to work with him.
Yeah. What is it about him that you appreciate so much?
I really don't want to talk about him. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now you have another film, One Crazy Summer.
Yes.
And when is that coming?
July 25th.
With John Cusack.
Yes. Directed by Savage Steve Holland.
And is that an entirely different character from these two, or?
It's I haven't seen the film, and it's just sort of a silly movie about people trying to save the day or save my grandfather's property. And it was a lot of fun to do with some really wonderfully funny people. And I'm looking forward to seeing it because I haven't seen it.
Of these three movies, does one mean more to you than another? Because they're all coming out relatively close together.
I feel, I love About Last Night, and I feel, well, now I think Wisdom and About Last Night I feel I have affinities with, whereas with One Crazy Summer is a much lighter subject, and I think without having done this film, I wouldn't have felt as good about my work in Wisdom. And because of this film, I've really grown a lot as a person and as an actress.
When you did Blame It on Rio, were you ever considered for the other young woman's role, the Michelle Johnson role?
I met for it, but he never really thought I was right for it, which I'm happy for.
Because I was thinking that that you've just been on a roll ever since then, and I don't think Michelle has done that much, has she?
I don't know. I haven't really.
I think she's done one other film, if I remember correctly. But anyway, you're on a roll, as they say, and I'm sure that this film is going to do great things for you. I think people are going to just really love it. So again, thanks, Demi. Nice to see you and talk with you. Demi, you have one line in this movie that just really kind of, let me start again. Demi, you have one line in this movie that really got my attention. It's the line where you talk about you want your character and Rob Lowe's character to be a couple. Now, do you think that as women we want that more than the guys do, to be a couple? You don't want to talk about it? What kind of a character do you play in this movie, Wisdom? Then you have another movie coming out this summer with John Cusack. Of these three movies, does one mean more to you than another? When you did Blame It on Rio, were you ever considered for the other girl's part, the one Michelle Johnson did? Now I'll just give you reactions. Okay, thank you.